Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving me this opportunity. I stand to support or to second the motion that the Public Service Value and Principle Amendment Bill 2022 by Honorable Abdul Rahim Dawood. Mr. Speaker, sir, Mr. Dawood has ably exhausted all the supporting arguments that are required to convince this House beyond reasonable doubt that this bill is timely, that this bill is important. But I will add just a few. First and foremost, as the chair of the National Cohesion and Equal Opportunity, for the last few months, my committee has interrogated about 32 organizations or government state departments, and the objective was to see whether those state departments are complying with the Constitution as far as employment opportunities is concerned, or also as far as procurement for 30% of the Agbo portion of the community is concerned. As per the report which I tabled just before our recess, the situation is very ugly indeed. We have found out that just about 4 communities enjoy the rights that the Constitution gives out of the 46 communities in this country. It is very ugly indeed, and we cannot be able to look the situation to continue as it is. As Honorable Dawood said, while trying to implement the law to the latter, there are a few lacuna within the laws that need to be rectified or amended so that it can become more effective. A good example is, as he said, that an executive or an authorized officer who does not adhere to the law should face the consequences. But I will add, it's not just following the consequences, but I will add that there should be a penalty for a head of a department or a head of a saga for not following the law to the latter. And the penalty I suggest here, maybe in the amendment when it comes to when this bill comes to the whole House, the committee of the whole House, is that there should be a fine of not more than 1 million shillings, maybe 6 months imprisonment or both, unless that one is done. Like what my committee is now doing is only reporting, and after the report, which shows a lot of glaring issues, no action is taken. The only thing we can do now is to name and shame those authorized officers who are not adhering to the Constitution. Mr. Speaker, sir, this Constitution is made so as to benefit Kenyans. But if the Constitution is used to marginalize the marginalized communities more, to marginalize the youth more, to marginalize the disabled more, it is very unfortunate. From our findings so far, no government saga has employed the minimum 5% of the disabled community, the minimum. The highest we found out of the 34 sagas we looked at was 4%, and that was only one. On average, it is 1.2%. And when you ask them what is happening, they tell you that, they don't apply, or that they are not qualified. People with disability is not qualified. But we know in Kenya today, qualification is not a problem. Any segment of this community is qualified for anything in Kenya today. That one, me and you, we know very well. Mr. Speaker, sir, this bill is asking for reports every year from every public institution. And that one is very important in that it will even help a committee like the National Cohesion and Equal Opportunity to look into those reports and just do follow-up of a few things. Currently, the Committee of National Cohesion and Equal Opportunity is supposed to look at about 260 sagas, 22 universities, and about 30 commissions. And you have to write an invitation and give each one of them 14 days period to prepare a report to present it. In that case, in a year, maybe the maximum we can go for is 100. In 5 years is 500. If we have to do follow-ups, and then that will be very inefficient indeed. But as this bill requests, if every year, every saga presents a report to the parliament, it will be easy, it will be doable for the Committee of National Cohesion and Equal Opportunity to cover and rectify the anomalies that are there. Finally, Mr. Speaker, sir, we have also suggested some amendment in the National Cohesion and National Cohesion Committee Bill of 2008. That is outdated. That law is outdated, and we are actually repealing it, and hopefully by next week it will be here. And from 30% of our community, we are going to reduce it to 1/5, so that Kenyans can enjoy the fruits of their constitution, and Kenyans can be equal, and they can enjoy equal opportunities. With these few remarks, I second this motion, and I request members of parliament to support this motion to see the light of the day. Thank you so much.